To all my fellow Christians, we need to pay attention and watch what's going on and start defending our God. Listen to what Josh Howerton has to say about Mamdani.
In his inauguration speech this week, he said some things that sent chills down the spines of people who are paying attention. This language he uses right here, bone chilling.
We will draw this city closer together. We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism.
We're going to replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism. Number one, I just want to say, well, hey, brother, rugged individualism built the greatest civilization that humanity has ever seen. And let me just say, the warmth of collectivism has killed 100 million people in the last century. All socialism is communism before it gets guns. That's not a joke. Like, I've read some history books. The more he talks, bro, this guy is like actually dyed-in-the-wool communist ideals. So you got an Islamic socialist elected in the same city where 9/11 happened about 24 years ago. A little insane. So here's a question, Paul Carlos. What is the warmth of collectivism? Well, let me read you a few quotes. The individual is nothing. The collective is everything. Joseph Stalin. The interests of the individual must be subordinate to the interests of the collective. That's Mao. Everything in the state, nothing outside the state, nothing against the state. And by the way, the state is the collective. That was Benito Mussolini. And then you have, we'll replace rugged individualism with collectivism. Zohran Mamdani. He's quoting actual communists who have tried to institute actual communism. You know, what is socialism? What's this got to do with the Bible? Well, a whole lot. The entire Old Testament is based on the concept of personal property rights. Socialism, obviously, the end game of socialism is you'll own nothing and be happy. Well, can I remind you of something called the 10th commandment? You shall not covet your neighbors, and then it lists a bunch of stuff your neighbor. So literally into the Decalogue, one of the 10 commandments is the assumption of personal property rights over against the state being able to infringe those things. The vast majority, if not all, of communist regimes, they're atheistic. So again, the big idea is once you remove God from the picture, there is no authority higher than the government. And once that happens, so you remove God, the government becomes God. The government becomes the highest authority in the system. Christians have to learn to think and apply their worldview to governance. Here's why. Because if godly people don't, godless people will.
Please like and subscribe and start walking for Jesus.